What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Castaway Coles. My name is Val Coles, and today we are exploring the Bruce Trail. So the reason I chose the Bruce Trail to test out the bug out bag that I reviewed in the last video was because it is one of the longest trails here in the Niagara region. It goes across the entire Niagara Escarpment, about 400 kilometers of it, but the entire trail goes into the United States, which is 900 kilometers. So it's a very long trail. It goes down pretty deep. Now I'm about on the corner right now of it, and I walked about 1.5 kilometers with all this gear. There's about 70 pounds of equipment right here. I have 2 cameras, the one that I'm with and that one right there. Hey Siri, what time is sunset? 6:14. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, guys. It is 5:36 right now. So the plan for today is I'm gonna be doing some cooking. I brought some interesting things to cook, I guess you could say, or I guess whatever fits in that backpack. And this is our spot. This is our location right now. The reason I chose it is it's because it's very open. You can the trees open up here a little bit. You can see the stars hopefully at night. But yeah, we're gonna be testing the bug out bag that I reviewed in my last video, my only video that I did on this channel. Okay, now during my last video, if you guys have seen it, I'm gonna be trying out this little blade here, this saw. And yeah, we're gonna see how it holds up, because remember I mentioned it's super cheap and it doesn't feel sturdy at all. So we're gonna test this out. I did bring some bear spray with me. This stuff is called Counter Assault. So I heard it's a great brand, and I did test it out. I tested out the range. I didn't test it out on a bear. I hope I never will. But the good thing is that there's no bears where I am right now. So it's that part of Canada where it's only coyotes, and yeah, that's about it. But coyotes aren't really too dangerous unless they are in massive packs, and then yeah, that might pose a threat. So we're gonna have a fire, which I should probably go get some firewood right now. Let's go. Okay, now this is fully dead. There's no more branches on it. This is a good piece right here. We're gonna start off with this because we're definitely gonna need some kindling. So the problem right now that I'm gonna have most likely is it's been raining for pretty much a week non-stop, and when it rains, obviously the wood gets really wet and it's much harder to start, but I think we'll manage. You tend to find a lot of dead trees, dead branches, bark around areas like this, little ditches where you have multiple trees up the hill, and then everything eventually falls down and gets dry, and it's great for firewood. So stuff like this, it's a little bit damp, but I think we'll get it dried off. It snaps super easy, incredibly dead. Might not even need the saw right now. Might chuck that. There we go. Nice thick pieces, which are kind of like sponges on the inside, which is not good because they're damp right now. But again, we're gonna get most of this stuff dry within a few minutes. Shouldn't be an issue. Got a little bit. We're gonna add some more to the fire. Now I'm just recording off my phone, guys, but you can see right here on the ground how wet this wood is. I am a lonely man walking around in the Bruce Trail right now. All the animals, all the people that see me, if they see me, they're gonna be asking a lot of questions. But anyways, I just wanted to show you real quick from like an ultra wide view perspective, kind of what this whole area looks like. So this is what I was talking about when I was mentioning the wide open field. It's a beautiful place to check out the stars, and you know, when you're alone, any light helps, even from the moon. I think I have all the firewood that I need, at least for a few hours of fire. This is what I have so far, and it's not too bad. That's the hard, dry stuff. That is the dead, semi-dry stuff. And then we have a little kindling right here. Now guys, I did mention I brought something with me. And that is 2 full cans of beautiful beer. Good old Heineken. I haven't had Heineken actually in quite a while. This is not a sponsored video, but I'm gonna go ahead and set up slightly better angles for the cameras and show you how I build a fire. So I just wanted to show you guys really quick how dark it is. This is what I'm seeing. Every minute I have to keep increasing the camera's ISO. So if you guys are into cameras, just know I'm cranked to about 6400 right now. And it looks like daytime again. Okay guys, so we'll start off with some dead falling branches here. So what I like to do is make a little bed here of coals. So once this top layer is fully ready, it's gonna fall through and create a beautiful little floor of coals, and it's gonna be nice and hot, dry the other wood off. Now back in the day when everything was damp and super windy during blizzards, this is how the pioneers used to light their fires, kind of like a house. And then once everything catches for quite a few minutes, we're gonna put on the big guns right here. This is the semi-dry hardwood right here. So this is really good stuff. Okay, time to start it. Now I'm gonna be attempting here to use leaves. So I got virtually the driest leaves that I can find. They're crumbling in my hand. And we're gonna put them under. So essentially I'm gonna try to get some sparks on the leaves and then catch the bigger stuff. It's getting so dark that if you drop something small like this flint rod, you might get it lost real quick. Let me grab a knife. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna use the back of the blade, and we're gonna use that to make some sparks. Come on, I almost got it, come on. I see a spark. Come on, I see some embers. There's a little bit of flame. Come on, baby. Oh, there was just a little flame. Okay, come on. It's almost there. Come on, come on. We're gonna get some little branches now. I'm gonna put that right there. Oh, all right, guys. Well, it's officially nighttime. So what I'm gonna do right now is let this fire kind of settle a little bit, prepare the coals so it gets nice and hot. I'm preparing it for the firewood. Now this stuff right here is a little bit damp, but it's not too bad. It should do the trick. Very nice. Okay guys, so what do we have? We have the Heineken beers, and that's what we're drinking. But I'm not gonna start with that because I'm actually really dehydrated, so I'm just gonna have some regular water here. Well, I was definitely really thirsty. I drank pretty much half of this canteen. Oh my God, I was parched. It's hard to remember when you're so busy to keep drinking water, but trust me guys, keep drinking water. You're gonna get a headache if you don't, and then it'll kind of affect your whole night. Okay, well, the fire's kind of shining away here. Let me show you what we brought for good old food. Now, obviously, I have this isobutane little container here. It's about half full. So that should easily last this meal, what we're gonna be cooking. Here's the good old-fashioned rocket stove. This thing has been used quite a few times, but it still works really good. Before I show you the food, I do wanna show you this very strange drink. I think it's Japanese, from like one of those Japanese vending machines. I bought it from a exotic candy store in my area. It says, all I could read is, it says energy. A special jelly drink designed to supply carbohydrates equivalent to 1 rice ball. The jelly drink provides you with the energy to stay active every day. Okay, so I guess there's a bunch of carbohydrates in here. I can't really read the ingredients because it's all in Korean. Maybe after food? Of course, the prison plate. The prison plate right here. You can probably kill somebody with this. All right, guys, for the main course, I went to the supermarket and I bought some pork chops. So we have 2. Yeah, so they're just seasoned, they're pre-seasoned pork chops. So we're gonna test this out. The reason I got it is because it's like vacuum sealed, and obviously this has nothing to do with survival. I'm just gonna enjoy a nice little full course meal as my very first video outdoors on this channel. So we're gonna do that. Before I cook the pork chops, I'm gonna crack a nice little beer. I feel like food, especially outdoors, tastes better when you have a beer. Cheers. Well, the good part about this weather is you don't need a fridge. All right, guys, let's prepare our pork chops. So just gotta screw in this rocket stove, whisper stove, whatever you want to call it. They sell these by the millions pretty much anywhere you look. On Amazon, you can even find them on Shein and Temu, from Cabela's, Bass Pro, to, you know, really expensive ones. Okay, I'm gonna keep it some distance away from the fire. All right, guys, we're gonna open this up with a knife because I guess it's one of these, but I guess before we open it, we're gonna go ahead and heat up our pan. All right, guys, and I'm gonna cook these pork chops. They're decently thick, so I think I'm gonna cook them like a steak. I bought this like very tiny little pocket knife. It's literally on a keychain, and I'm gonna try to open this pack with it. Oh geez, look at these juices. Oh yeah, it's actually pretty sharp. Here we go, guys, a nice juicy steak. Look at that. Pan should be hot enough right now, so we're gonna go ahead and just slap her on there. Oh yeah. So there it is right now. I just slapped it on and it's looking pretty good. Pan's nice and toasty. Got the fire. I'll show you guys what my setup looks like. I got camera 1 right there, camera 2 right there. Not so much of a basic setup, but now I don't have any forks or anything, so I think what I'm gonna do is use the spork that came with the flask, and potentially a little, yes, we have chopsticks. Hold on, might use that instead. Yeah, I'll probably use the chopsticks here just to flip it. I don't want to touch the raw pork with the utensil that I'm going to be using to eat. Oh. Sorry guys, it's getting a little toasty here with this fire, this beer, and I have like 4 layers on, including the coat. So, you know, on a cold night like tonight, it could be colder. So, you know, but anyways, cheers, guys. I'm just enjoying here. Oh man, the steak smells so good. Now, I think moving forward, guys, what I'm gonna do is bring less camera equipment. I do like this setup, but you know, hiking with all this gear is just literally insane. It just adds so much weight to everything, and it just makes everything more complicated. If something takes like 20 minutes to do, it'll take about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And when you're running out of daylight, you know, getting your camp set up and everything is pretty important, especially when you're, you know, by yourself. And if you break an ankle or a leg or your arm or something, you injure yourself, it's not that good. So, okay, let's test how the pork chops are looking. Let me try to film it with my phone here, and okay, this is gonna be very hard to do with one hand. Oh God, how am I gonna do this? All right. Okay, so I guess my goal here is just to slow cook it. It is pork after all. I mean, You know, I guess you could eat pork like a medium well technically, but I like to cook mine throughout. Same with chicken, obviously, and you know, if this was beef, this would be a different story. I had a few comments in my last video. You know, you guys are recommending different types of knives, different types of gear, and you know, I appreciate that. I guess what I'm trying to do is go from as cheap as I possibly can. I want to see, you know, every tool's breaking point, essentially. That's kind of the point of these videos, right? Is to kind of record my entire journey through, you know, through misery, through happiness, and through everything else in between. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. If something breaks or if I don't like something, I'm gonna replace it. Not necessarily with something more expensive, just with something better. Something that you guys might recommend, or if you guys make something handmade, I'll definitely try it out. All right, let's see how the steak is going here. So that's looking pretty decent. Now with pork, I like to slow cook it. I don't like to rush it. You know, the good old well done. Now I know you could eat pork almost like a medium well, but I just like mine well done. It's pork, right? Same with chicken. You kind of have to get it well done. There's no other options about that. Yeah, this wood is burning pretty good. This is the stuff that I cut. Yeah, for this wood being slightly damp, it's actually burning for quite a while. So I think what I'm gonna do now, guys, is make this pork chop. I'm gonna eat it and just, I guess, enjoy the rest of the night. I don't think I'm gonna cook up the second pork chop. I'm honestly not that hungry for some reason. And yeah, I'll probably open it up and just leave it outside for the coyotes to enjoy. They get a free lunch. So it's a win-win, I guess. But so far, this night has been absolutely amazing. It's not raining. I was gonna upload a few days ago, but you know, every time it said it was just gonna be partly cloudy, it just started downpouring. So, you know, you gotta really pay attention to the weather this time. I will be doing some harsher weather videos in the future. You know, blizzards. You know, I'm in Canada out here. We got some crazy blizzards during thunderstorms, rainstorms, and pretty much everything far in between. So it's crazy. The sounds you really hear, you know, the longer you're here in the forest, the more your situational awareness is heightened up. You know, so you can I hear a mouse or something, some type of rodent squeaking away right there, just in the next bush over. I hear some crackling behind me, you know. I haven't heard any coyotes so far. Yeah, after we eat, we're gonna relax for a bit, and then I think we'll start heading out into the darkness. So I think the pork chop is ready. I think I crisped it up a little bit too much. Let's put that on here. All right, guys, here is my beautiful prison food. So we have a nice little pork chop right here. So we're just gonna devour this. It doesn't look too bad. Let's see if it's cooked in the middle. Oh yeah, that's cooked for sure. The one side is a little bit crispy, but that's not a huge deal. We're gonna try eating this with a spork. It's the one I showed you guys in my previous video. It's got a little, it's a little dull. It's more of a spoon than a fork. Okay, let's dig in. Cheers, guys. Yep. It's seasoned like, I believe it said Mediterranean. Yeah, so it's got like all those herbs and spices on them. More herbs though. Very good. All right, guys, that was a good steak. I'm pretty full, lots of protein, and we're gonna have some fun right now. So, you know, before I wash the dishes and all that stuff, we're gonna try that jelly drink from Japan. Where is it? There it is. Okay, here it is. Let's try it out. Energy. So, yep, carbohydrates equivalent to 1 rice ball. It's interesting how they compare it to a rice ball. Interesting. Okay, maybe it's an accurate description. Let's see. All right. Well, I just opened it up and, well, is it jelly? Oh yeah, this is very jello-y. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that or how well. Probably not. It's very jello-y. Here we go. Yeah, if you guys have ever had Jello, this is pretty much Jello. Yeah, this is almost like a lychee, apple, pear, apricot kind of flavor. It's good though. It's really, really good. I probably should have tried this when I was like extremely hungry and, you know, really tired from the hike and gathering all the wood and setting up this tent. But so this actually does what it says it does on the Japanese label, then I'd say this is a pretty good thing to pack in your bug out bag. If you're watching from Japan and, you know, you got these quirky little things, yeah, put it in there. It doesn't take any space, fairly lightweight. I mean, it's just a liquid, right? Okay guys, what I'm gonna do, hopefully you can see me because you're getting smoked out right now, but I'm gonna throw in the last log and enjoy the rest of the night here. And then I'm gonna start cleaning the dishes and start heading out. All right guys, I'm gonna finish doing these dishes here, putting everything back in the bag, packing everything back up, and continuing my treacherous adventure with my really heavy equipment. So, I don't know, if you guys enjoyed the video, please shoot a subscribe, please shoot a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.